My PSA presentation was on the topic of health. First one deals with secondhand smoking.
I smoke while I'm watching cartoons. I have my first cigarette of the day when I get up. We smoke in the car on the way to school. I smoke while I'm coloring. I smoke during my nap.
When you smoke around your kids,
I'm down to about a pack a day.
it's like they're smoking. Secondhand smoke can hurt their lung growth and permanently damage lung functions.
I tried quitting. I need to try again.
Secondhand smoke, it's nothing to kid about.
Okay, so I think that whole PSA was designed with the theory of association in mind. Because smoking affects people around you, and children are normally the main ones because they're helpless victims. They can't really go anywhere or do anything, so whatever you do affects them. It also educates the audience of what smoking can do to children's lungs. I don't think many people are aware of how harmful secondhand smoking actually is. The source factor in the PSA is the children. They're liked, they're cute, and I mean, everyone loves to listen to kids. The message factor was structured through like the specific recommendations that are given at the end of how to quit. Quit line is very simple. You can call and get help. And the structure of the message was focused on the narratives that the kids were telling stories, pretty much acting like they were the ones that were smoking, as if they were the adults actually smoking. So it had some irony in it. And it also gave explicit conclusion of how to quit smoking and how to end this issue that they're trying to campaign. The content was also self-efficacy. It gives the quit line, and you can do it now, and the number to call, and it's really simple and easy to do. So really anybody can pick up the phone and call.
Can I take your order?
Give me 15 cheeseburgers. Come on.
Can I take your order?
Can I pick your number?
Can I take your order?
You got any egg?
Can I take your order?
Man, I don't have any money. All right, go.
Man, watch out!
Okay, so that one was on like an anti-weed campaign. The campaign was designed with stereotypes and association. I think at the beginning of it, it makes it look as people who smoke pot or weed are the ones who are poor and drive a rundown car. Kind of looks like a bad part of the neighborhood. Also, the spokesperson in it obviously is a man and sounds like African American. So I think there's the stereotype coming in through that. It focuses on the CAT model, which they're learning, trying to teach the knowledge that smoking weed slows your reaction time, and also it tells you to think about it. Do you still have this attitude that it's harmless? Because clearly it's not. And then it wants you to quit doing it, change your behavior, do something about it, and it's targeting the male adolescents. Also, the high sensation value message is included within this PSA. It's graphic, novel, dramatic, suspenseful, and it's emotionally arousing. I think it's emotionally arousing because I have no sympathy for people who kill or harm innocent child because they're being reckless with their decisions. And it's graphic because they hit the girl on the bike. Then it's novel. You don't really see this happen. You've never seen this kind of ad. It's dramatic because you hear the screaming and shouting and the brake sliding, and it's suspenseful because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what happened to the little girl. Also, it touches on theory of reasoned action. One's intention to perform or not perform a given behavior is a function of these two factors, which is a norm and an attitude. Trying to change the norm that weed isn't harmful when it really is. Everyone thinks it's just a social thing you can do and chill out and hang out with your buds, but really it can be very harmful. So I think they're trying to change the normative belief and change the attitudes about smoking pot by asking the question, harmless question mark.
across America, the NFL and United Way are inspiring kids to get healthy and more active. Join us. Find ways to help kids in your neighborhood at liveunited.org/healthykids.
So the next one was the childhood obesity PSA, which NFL joined with United to do this movement called Play 60. I think the whole PSA was designed focusing on the source factors of the NFL players. Also, keeping in mind that childhood obesity is such a media agenda setting thing that the media loves to focus on, telling America that childhood obesity is really a terrible thing that's happening right now. Um, and that mostly if children aren't exercising, they're going to have health issues. The source factors going back to the NFL players, I mean, of course they're credible because they're experts on exercising, so they're going to be trustworthy because obviously they know what they're doing. They are an athlete for a living. And they're likable. NFL players are likable because they're famous. I mean, if you're famous, a lot of people are going to look up to you. And they're similar because they're normal people. They've all been not famous at one time and dealt with the same issues. And attractiveness. I mean, NFL players are fit and handsome. And according to any young girl in America, that she's going to state that they're definitely attractive. So all little kids want to be like professional athletes, so why not use them to motivate kids to exercise? They use the consensus and heuristic principle here. The spokesperson uses the keywords join us to use the tool of consensus. All these people are proving and working together for the change in kids' health by making them more active and encouraging fitness and activity. They try to make the audience feel a part of it and use behavioral modeling to get the NFL players to influence others to join.
Don't allow your weight to threaten your health or control your future. Excess weight or obesity can cause emotional and physical health risks. But you can take control. The Your Weight Matters campaign offers free resources and tips to help you measure and understand your weight. Take the Your Weight Matters Challenge. The free toolkit prepares you to speak with a healthcare provider about your weight. Your weight does matter. Take the challenge and take control today.
So, Your Weight Does Matter as a campaign set up, I think mainly for audience segmented to ladies, females over probably 40 in America that are struggling with weight loss. And I think it focuses on the EPPM model. Also, the source factor here is a very relatable person that's overweight and represents every other average American woman. And similarity is a huge persuasion factor here. The extended parallel process model shows that this whole PSA is a danger control campaign. The message appraisal, when you look at the first few seconds of the ad, the spokesperson actually says, don't let weight threaten your health or stuff like that. So even though it is implicit threat, weight is a threat and it can harm. So it does answer the first two questions of the model. So it's susceptible and it's severe. And it gives you the solution of how to fix this threat by taking this Weight Matters challenge. You'll have advisors to help you get through it. And it's very self-efficable. You can easily do it from home, get on your computer. It's not that hard to demolish this threat.
Our opponents today, Katie is 9 months pregnant, and Jenny's about 8 and a half. Balance could be an issue here. Both women are strong competitors, moving their feet quickly on top of the wall, trying to dislodge their opponent with quick maneuvers. Western red feeder is very explosive.
Recent studies show babies who are breastfed are less likely to develop ear infections, respiratory illnesses, and diarrhea. Babies were born to be breastfed.
Okay, so this one is kind of funny to me. How was the PSA designed? I think it had the game-framed message in mind while designing this campaign because when you're pregnant, you're normally not a very risk-averted person. I mean, you are a very normally risk-averted person. You're not really going to take risk when you're 9 months pregnant. If you breastfeed, babies are less likely to have multiple health issues, so it emphasizes the benefits of breastfeeding. Pregnant women are also promotion-focused individuals. They want the best for their baby, and They're going to try to do whatever it takes and be eager to make their baby's life healthy and successful. And it's really self efficacy that plays a role because breastfeeding is so simple. It's motivated by your positive outcomes for your baby and it has rewards. Uh, the attention also in this PSA is really eye catching because it's humorous because it's so outside of a norm for a 9 month pregnant woman. You really normally wouldn't see pregnant ladies doing water relays and whatever they were doing. And it's easy to recall. Someone's gonna see this ad and remember it because it's so out there and ironic that these ladies are trying to do this and ridiculous. It gives specific recommendations and explicit conclusions on what to do. Just breastfeed, and you're gonna have these results for your child.